This is State Senator Tom Bennett with a Springfield update on Friday, May 12th. It's been a busy week at the Capitol as the end of session approaches. I was happy to see that the Senate passed one of my sponsored bills, meaning that House Bill 3172 is now waiting for the governor's signature to become law. House Bill 3172 works to update requirements for assisted living facilities to help individuals who require sliding scale insulin treatments. Currently, assisted living facilities are not allowed to accept patients that require sliding scale insulin treatments unless the patient can administer their own treatment or provide a personal healthcare worker to do so. This legislation removes that requirement, allowing our vulnerable residents who can't find or afford a private duty professional to live in an assisted living facility. This is a common sense change that can make a real difference in terms of access to care for some individuals. I want to make sure that people who need to reside in assisted living facilities have access to those facilities. Also this week, I was honored to stand with some of my fellow senators to support the Illinois Firefighters Association in calling attention to Senate Bill 2253. This bill would instate an emergency volunteer tax credit, helping to incentivize more people to volunteer for emergency positions. Currently, there is a shortage of emergency responders for several reasons. Our emergency services are so important to our communities, and I'm happy to sponsor this bill to try to improve our volunteer first responders' lives. On April 28th, a federal judge put an injunction on the state's assault weapon ban, making it non-enforceable. On May 4th, that was overturned by a federal appeals court. The issue is that people bought certain firearms during the window between those two rulings when it was legal. And while the governor and the attorney general failed to offer any guidance at the time, now after the fact, they are saying that those firearms, which were bought legally, will now be illegal. So I'm signing on to co-sponsor legislation to fix this issue. The governor shouldn't be taking citizens who are trying to obey the law and trying to turn them into criminals. I also want to take a moment to mention that we were able to pass a resolution honoring my nephew, the late Senator Scott Bennett. This resolution will rename part of I-74 from Champaign to the Indiana border as the Senator Scott M. Bennett Memorial Highway. I would like to thank my fellow senators for their support. It's important to recognize his work, especially his history of working with people regardless of political ideology to pass legislation to help the citizens of Illinois. For other news and to sign up for my newsletter, please visit senatortombennett.com and on social media at facebook.com/Senator Tom Bennett.